Alrighty, so we're working with Nash on going up to see that construction that's happening. And so the things I want you to keep an eye on and watch for her to do is, are as she's walking up there toward the construction, you might notice her putting her nose down, sniffing the ground. That's kind of a displacement behavior as she's trying to sort of take a gander and sort of assess if there's any kind of threat going on there at the building, at that construction, which is right here. So watch for that sniffing of the ground. You might watch for her. The other thing that she'll do is she'll head up, and when her ears are really perked forward toward the house, she's taking in all that information, and then she'll come back for a treat. And that's what we're really trying to build up here, which is that, okay, if you're checking out the stuff going on there at the house and you're brave and you want to walk over there, also food is going to come. So those two things come together at the same time. Kind of that courage of walking toward the house, and the house means good food. She'll start to change. You're really trying to change her mind about what the house means. All right, go ahead and start her up there, and we'll just kind of watch her body language. So what we're doing here is giving her a chance to walk forward herself instead of walking her up there. If you were trying to have her be in between Karen, who's helping me, and the house. So you see she made that movement to walk forward. You'll also see she's sniffing the ground. So that's that displacement behavior we talked about. She's sniffing the ground, yes, but it's also a way for her to kind of casually assess what's going on up there. So when she starts to sniff the ground is the place at which she's beginning to feel a little uncomfortable. But again, Karen is not walking her up there. She's kind of staying behind and letting Nash make that decision about when to get closer. But we just want Nash to know for sure, when you are brave and you go up there, you're going to get fed. She's like, but I want to get fed here. This is a nice place. Can we just hang out here? I might take a step or two and just see if she follows me, but I don't really want Karen to walk her up there. So you can see, because she's literally just sitting there looking at that, looking at it. She's doing nothing else but look at the house and looking back to Karen for food. So clearly she really doesn't want to go any closer, but she's being brave. So there's that sniff to the ground, which says she's still kind of assessing what's going on up ahead. I love that. But that's why we like to do this kind of work on a long leash, is because it gives her that room to move. She says, and by the way, am I going to get fed? Let's actually keep her a little closer to the sidewalk. There we go. And so you see she's glancing up at the yeah, you're doing good. Glancing up at the activity over there. Good. Ears are kind of back, which indicate a little bit of anxiety. When you see him flip forward, she's really focused on the house. So there, the ears are kind of going back, which indicates a little anxiety. And then they go forward when she's really focusing on the house. So, nice. She's just taking it in. It's very noisy. There's all this going on. Ears are back, so that indicates fearfulness. This is really as far as she wants to go. She's just trying to assess what's going on. Good girl. Good. So it's interesting to note really how far away it is that she's uncomfortable. Because look how far it is up to that house. It's still quite a ways away. So if you were to just walk straight into that house, if you were to just keep walking up to the house, she would reach a point where she would start to bark. So this is a real indicator of threshold. And the way this works is, as you're working through this, getting her comfortable and eating at a threshold at which she's comfortable, then that threshold gets smaller and smaller, and she can get closer and closer. But for right now, she's just collecting food, watching the activity, collecting food. Hey, girl. Yeah. So I'm going to move a little forward just to see if she does. So again, you see the ears back. It's a little a little nervous, but she's hanging in there. She's walking beside me because she has a long history of being fed by me, even though she's being fed by Karen right now. So we'll see. Good. So she's a good girl. You're doing so good. So we're pretty close. I mean, when you see this is where we are. Good girl. Yeah. I don't have any food. I got nothing, sister. Good girl. Love it. So the ears go forward. There are times, sorry, I'm in the shadow. Her ears go forward when she's really watching. Good girl. I'll get out of the shadow. Good. Good, good. So that's the main thing. We're just going to work on, yes, good girl. We're going to work on this threshold to the point where she can just eat. You can see already she's closer and eating. The indicator if she was too close would be if she could not eat. But she's happy to take food here, so we're in a good place, even though we're really right in front of the all the activity right here, or close to it. So an indicator if she was too uptight would be if she was barking or if she was unable to eat. Good girl. And I'm fine with her. If she just wants to relax here around all the activity and just take food, I think that's fantastic. All right, thank you.